at Lake Eola Park.
Hey, babies.
It's easy to ruffle feathers.
Oh, I'm not going to hurt your babies. You know that. You're just being silly. Yeah, you showing off a little bit? I know. I love you too.
But over time,
I know.
Patty Sheehan has gotten to know this feathered family.
I'll bring you more food next time.
For 20 years now, she's found comfort in caring for these big birds.
Hi, Queenie.
Getting to know them.
Hi. Queenie will always be my favorite. She's the best.
And she's not alone in her love of these sassy swans.
People of Orlando feel very passionately about these babies, about their swans.
But that wasn't always the case. More than a decade earlier, the swans were being killed, attacked, even stolen regularly from Lake Eola. Why?
You know, they're just really, really weak. And I'm like, well, why are they weak? Well, they're not getting a proper diet. So then we started instituting a program. If you see the feeders in the lake, that's actually the proper diet for the swans. People were coming to the park and feeding them bread and donuts and junk. They weren't being given any veterinary care for 80 years. People just threw them in the lake and they weren't being taken care of. There you go.
Switching their diet and instituting annual doctor visits, these former sickly swans are now doing swimmingly. And getting the city to stick out their necks for their feathered friends wasn't tough. After all, they've lived here longer than most residents.
They're really old.
Flipping through the decades-old postcards from,
I'd say it's either the 50s or the 60s.
Swans could be spotted on Lake Eola.
I think they were like instant stars.
Both loved and feared.
Well, you know, I guess it's all relative. Some people love them. It depends on whether you've been chased by them.
Walking through the Orange County Regional History Center's tourism exhibit.
But you kind of see some Florida kitsch.
Executive Director Pam Schwartz says that the swans became embraced as a symbol of the city beautiful by tourists pouring in.
Trains were coming down. People started coming back and forth. We sort of shipped goods out and we shipped people in.
Schwartz says their records show the first swans were purchased with the help of the city back in 1910. A pair of white swans and a pair of black swans for Lake Lucerne. One of those swans, still infamous a century later.
There's all these really great stories about Billy, and by great I mean kind of horrible. There's murders of the black swans, either at the hands of the white swans, well, not the hands, I guess, however swans do that, not hands.
Billy the Brute gaining notoriety among 4- and 2-legged Orlando residents when he killed his mate.
Sally got sick of waiting for Billy so she could go out and stretch her legs and take a swim, and he actually ended up killing Sally. More swans were brought in. There's just like a whole lot of drama.
Eventually, Billy was banished to Lake Eola, then on the outskirts of town, but still wreaking havoc.
Billy was so mean, he was biting everyone. And he actually was well known as being the mean swan. And actually, after Billy died of natural causes, he was stuffed and put in the history center because everybody knew Billy. There you go. Come on.
In the decades since, the birds have become known more for their beauty than their beastly tendencies. It's let the city focus on less foul interactions and happier endings for the birds.
Hi there. Hi. You want to talk to me?
Including finding a new mate for Queenie the Swan to swim with.
We only had a one shot with this love story that Queenie and Big Boy would hit it off. But they really did, and now they have the 3 babies.
And it's these same babies that chat back and forth with Sheehan on her regular visits to the lake.
Hi, babies. Oh, I know.
Grateful for an extra snack and some attention.
Come on. Come on, you guys. I want you in the shot. Come on.
Sheehan says
Come on.
she can't imagine the lake without these lovebirds.
Where's Queenie? Queenie.
Grateful. Everyone else in town seems to feel the same.
I think everyone who lives here kind of has adopted the Lake Eola swans as their pet.
In Orange County, Rachel Krause, Spectrum News 13.